Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we are finishing off our hype train for the year-end review going into the second annual award show, the Zeddies, which will be out New Year's Eve. We have quite a few people actually lined up to show up, so it won't just be me. There'll be some familiar faces to accept some awards. It should be a lot of fun, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to get notified when that goes live, as well as the polls should be up now for you guys to participate in, to vote for the viewer choice awards for every single category. It's in the description below, as well. I should have a social post on it, as well as it should be on my Twitter. So lots of places to find it. Put your vote in, have, get your voice out there. And my winners have been picked. And again, the people that'll be there will be related to that, but you guys will have your own vote. But today we're going to go over, well, I mean, we like to rant, we like to complain about stuff on this channel. And I thought, what better way to wrap things up than going over the cards that I hated more than anything else throughout 2021. But again, we're going to limit it to cards that came out during the year of 2021. So it had to come out during the Darkmoon Faire mini set, the core set, Forge in the Barrens, United in Stormwind, and of course Fractured in Alterac Valley. And again, we'll be going over each class as well as neutrals, and then we'll of course announce the most hated card at the year-end award show. It'll be a lot of fun. Starting off with Demon Hunter, what was the most hated card? When I made this list, I first thought it's got to be the quest, right? Final Showdown. Every one of these is going to be the quest, but no, for me, it's got to be Illidari Inquisitor. I read more comments about how much people hated this card more than anything, especially during Forge of the Barrens. This came in the core set. This was not an expansion card. This came in the core set, and basically a King Rush with upside, or King Crush with upside, or a Green Ragnaros as some people called it. Ridiculously good card, and it would hit you in the face, and still sees a little bit of play today, but not quite as much. But man, did people absolutely loathe this card for quite some time. Next we have Druid, and I think this is a slam dunk for the most hated Druid card. I think this is a slam dunk for the most hated Druid card in the Celestial alignment. Recently nerfed to 8, but originally 7. Basically, your opponent plays this, you can't play your game anymore. You might win, you might lose, but all your cards cost 1, theirs cost 1, and you couple with Lady Anacondra, it gets out of control for your opponent, and it's just one of the more miserable experiences you can have. It can completely screw up your card. Like, say you're playing the Priest Quest, you can't play a 7 and 8 drop or anything anymore. They're all 1 mana. It can be a very frustrating card, very toxic, and very well hated. Lady Anacondra definitely, though, was the honorable mention. Next, we have Hunter, and I think there's only one card I can really put on this list that is suitable for most hated card, and that's Defend the Dwarven District. The Hunter quest, not a powerhouse in Standard. It's okay in Standard, but in Wild, it's literally helped destroy the format so much that Nova's losing it over it. It's absolutely a ridiculous card when coupled with things like Baku and that twin spell in Wild. Ridiculous. Again, Nova, you need to calm down. The Zeddies are tomorrow. But regardless, yeah, Defend the Dwarven District, absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to edit this out. I'm going to let Nova go crazy in the background. Enjoy the show. She's playing with like some piece of cloth or something. Anyways, next we have Mage. And I mean, there's a good amount to choose from, but it really came down to me between the Mage quest and Ignite. And well, I'm going to go with Sorcerer's Gambit. I saw more people complaining about the quest in Mage than I think any card this year. I think it's probably the most hated card of the year, but again, I'll announce that in the final episode. But Sorcerer's Gambit, the Mage quest, just locked out every slow strategy in the game, frustrated the hell out of people. It eventually got nerfed, but overall, I still hear about it today. Even though it's got like a terrible win rate, I still hear people complaining about it today. They just can't stand it. I mean, Rarin, Hearthstone YouTuber, basically quit Hearthstone over this damn card. And Ignite, also pretty damn toxic. Infinite damage that can go face, and also lets cheaters do things in Wild. It's just, Mage is pretty toxic this year, but also not very good. It's kind of crazy how those things go together, but for me, it's Sorcerer's Gambit. For Paladin, I would have to go with Conviction, pre-nerf Conviction. 1 mana, deal 9, pissed a lot of people off, and it was insanely good in Standard, insanely good in Wild, and you had 5 mana Battle Master to go with it. Just a ridiculous card. Absolutely insane. Was way too much damage, and you felt like anytime you left a Paladin opponent with anything on the board, you were just dead, especially after 5 mana. It was just ridiculous. 1 mana Fireball, or, you know, if there's Wind Fury, it's 12 damn. It's just a ridiculous card that thankfully got toned down, and well, we don't see it a heck of a lot anymore at 2 mana. Next we have Priest, and there wasn't a lot of Priest hate outside of, you know, Forge of the Baird's Control Priest, but that was mostly old cards, and all the old cards got nerfed for the most part. Is Void Touched Attendant basically a 1 mana better raid leader in a lot of ways, right? Like every damage point goes up from your hero power to spells, and you can just push a ridiculous amount of damage face. All of a sudden, Priest that's normally slow, and you can kind of bully them with combo strategies. They're killing you like Face Hunter, and a lot of people didn't like that too much. I know I didn't, but to call this a really top hated card would definitely be a stretch. I don't think any of the 2021 Priest cards are super hated. Maybe the Death Rattle Amulet could be a consideration. Maybe next year if that becomes more prevalent. But right now, I'll go with Void Touched Attendant, but definitely on the lower side of the 8 train. For Rogue had definitely some considerations. You can mention the new hero card Scabs, but I don't think he's worn out his welcome yet. I'm going to go with Garrote. I don't think anybody liked getting OTK'd by Garrote damage on turn 6 and 7. Pretty unfun, pretty damn toxic, and I feel like more people have negative connotations or feelings towards that card than they do in the cards that enable these strategies, like Octobot, like Field Contact, which are probably more my aided rogue cards this year. But I'll go with Garrote, but again, let me know in the comments. Maybe you guys have disdain towards the mana cheat stuff more like I do. For Shaman, I don't know what I would really put as a top hated card. I'll put Snowfall Guardian though. Having your board frozen over and over and over is not particularly fun. We've seen that with Frost Nova, and then when the Guardian itself can just murder you, that makes it even less fun, punishing board centric decks even more. Got nerfed to 6, and I would say could definitely piss a lot of people off. Like if you're playing a board deck and you can't do anything because everything's frozen, it's just one of the most infuriating experiences in the world. So I gotta give it to Snowfall Guardian. Next we come to Warlock, which I mean has got a laundry list of cards you could go over. Ticketus is not from this year though, so I can't put it on there, but I'll go with the Demon Seed. I mean, I just hate this card so much. I hate what it does to the game. It breaks the rules of Fatigue. It makes control nearly unplayable, and you can also put honorable mention to Stealer of Souls as well. Another disgusting card that enabled ridiculous mana cheat, horrible, disgusting things, and even got banned in Wild. Both of these cards got banned in Wild. That's how not liked they were by the community, to say the least. With Warrior, we have Raid the Docks, the pirate quest. Like, it's another card that's basically destroyed Wild. It's super problematic in Standard. It's 1 mana infinite value for aggro, and I don't see how that's particularly healthy or good for the game, and it's rightfully hated and also loved by a lot of people because people play it like crazy. You got the flip side of it, but for me, it's definitely up there with Defias Cannoneer being an honorable mention, because why is it a 3-drop? Like, and why is it a pirate? Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? And lastly, we'll go with the neutral, and I mean, I read the comments. It's Mr. Smite, the pirate neutral that goes face. It's Leroy back, but it gives all your other pirates charge. It makes Raid the Docks even more frustrating, especially when it spawns Mr. Smite. It's a bullshit card. It's frustrating. It's Blizzard inducing. It's a frustrating card, and I'll definitely put on my list. So let me know in the comments below what your most hated cards of the year were. And again, make sure to tune in tomorrow. The Zeddys hopefully will be going live without a hitch. Might get pushed back depending on things. I'm still trying to line everything up. It's hard to do daily videos and try to do an award show where special stuff is going on, but I'll try and have it happen. And again, vote in that poll. You can definitely do that right now. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.